What's up, world? How's everybody doing tonight? Just getting things situated. Hearing that anthem. We'll have an open discussion tonight. I think about what everybody tends to be going through, but they thinking that they by themselves with it, right? I tell you something, man. What I notice a lot of people tending to um, lose it. You know, the stress of work. You know, a lot of people say, "Man, that's been around, man. Stress of work." Yeah, stress of work, stress of not having a job, the stress of people driving on them roads, right? And man, I just came to y'all tonight, man, to understand, let y'all understand, man, we all go through it. We all go through it. And us going through it don't make it any easier for the next person to figure out that that person got the same problems as you. So I think we need to come together as a collective and understand as a village, we can definitely help each other. How do you deal with this situation? How you deal with that situation, right? Um, yeah, man, gas prices up. Man, we had gas. You drive down the street, it's almost 450. Then you seen another one, it was 428. Then you seen another one, it was 412. But everything is high right now. You know, this world we living in right now, real talk, it's gonna be people, even the poor people. I'm gonna say it like this: it's gonna be a privilege to have a phone. Uh, it's gonna be a privilege to put gas in your car just to drive down the street, go around the corner. So I see everybody making they trips worth it. Ain't no more driving around and all that. If you got the ends, I guess so. But I'm a wise man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm still go to work. I'm gonna still hang out. But man, look, is it worth it? You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gave us no raise. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like everybody. And I said this too, man. I said, oh man, they didn't gave us a stimulus check. Everybody was waiting on them stimulus checks, huh? Where they at now? I know a lot of people was very immature with their money. Um, a lot of people took care of their business with their money. Started new, they had the PPI loans and all that. Man, I hope they doing good. I hope them people that accepted those and risk, you know, everything. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when the government gives you something, they want that money back. They want that money back, man. And shit, these gas prices, the food prices, I just seen and I've been heard this. Man, it's just so much. So that's why I say we're gonna have an open discussion. But I can start it off. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all seen the stock market. All those who's relying on the stock market to invest in stocks. And then I watched this dude today, man. He said, "Yeah, man, this is the downtime, man. Just keep investing." I told myself, this is my opinion. It's good to invest, but then also you need to know when the game is over. You know what I'm saying? When you can't, let's say for instance, you go to somebody's house. Everybody want to eat. Everybody want to eat. Man, that good soul food, man. Hey, don't hate on me. Good soul food. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing else. Everything else tastes funny to me, man. Ain't enough seasoning. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the point. Everybody want to go to the table and eat. And then if you ask yourself, if it's a family function, who brought what? Should that matter? Pretty soon it's gonna matter, man. Pretty soon it's gonna matter. Matter of fact, I think it's already starting to matter in certain families. Like free loafing, freeloaders, however you want to say it, is getting noticed real quick. Back in the day, we was like, oh man, I ain't worried about that, man. Sometimes everybody do bad. Shit, I do bad. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that stock market is just like that. Everybody believes that this system that they got is gonna stay around. And then if you vest and jump in and all that, the world always come back, bounce back hard. No, man. It's too much else going on. At the same time, you have gas prices, war over here, war over there. So what do you mean? What do you mean it's gonna go back? If I invest all my, I ain't even say about $5, $10, $100 or whatever, you're gonna take that risk. You can take that risk, but don't be counting on that to bounce back like society is what it is. You already seeing it's a down scale, man. It's too many lies. You know what I'm saying? And the chickens coming home to roost, man. We heard that. Malcolm X, we heard that. How long you think Babylon gonna keep going, man? So, and I came on tonight, man, because I say, man, I gotta talk to my people, man, and make sure they are aware that they really do need to stop worrying about all these other issues. Worry about your family, for one. Make sure, no. For one, make sure you're doing the right thing with your Lord and Savior. Real talk. And the only reason I speak like that, because you have to go through something, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a high power. However you want to put it. If it's Yahweh, if it's Jesus, if it's Buddha, or Islam, whatever, it's gonna come time in many people's lives when they go through issues, not on a humbug, but go through them issues, and you have to get on your knees and pray, or stand up and pray, or however. You won't believe what's about to happen. And my whole mission is, I'm trying to make sure everybody in my community is straight, man. I know I can't fix all the all the hate, all the envy, all the jealousy, uh, all the despising because somebody look like you or better than you or wear the clothes like you. I told somebody the other day, man, you think them people in Iran and Iraq and over there in them third world countries, when they at war, they worried about how they look? That's the least of their worries. The least. It's all about survival. And that's why I be chiming in right now, man. I want people to be prepared for survival. And it's becoming wicked. If you think the world's wicked, right? Let them people lose their goddamn job. Let them constantly try to, shut down the economy, or these hocus pocus bull crap that they be trying to run, man. Uh People gonna lose their goddamn mind, man. Just be ready for it. And then I notice a lot of things. I don't even know if this live is gonna go through like it's supposed to go through, right? Because they messing with the internet. How many people been doing a live and it been dragging? People want this old 5G internet, but do you know 5G? It causes cancer. Just FYI, it causes cancer. So you want high speed because you ain't paying attention what's going on in the kitchen. That's that Coolio. I be chiming in. You know what I'm saying, with that Coolio. You know, and his words are so real. In the simple fact of me saying this, nobody knows what's going on in the kitchen. If they can't understand it, how can they reach me? You got to go through things in life. That's why I'm talking to the youngsters and these old fools out here, or just people in general who has a lot of knowledge they can share to a channel that's about the people. I don't have time for shenanigans. I don't have time for distractions. Man, we in that moment, man. Real gonna be real, fake gonna be fake. It ain't gonna be no playing around, silly games and nothing like that, man. And don't get scared, because you already knew it was gonna come to an end, right? Don't get scared. You can look at, if you turn on the news, and I said this a couple of lives ago. I say, man, they got so much going on around the world. So when the news really think about saving a dog, now I love my dogs, man, but I think humans are more important. Now, if you living in the world where you're not looking at humans. Everybody got an opportunity like you got, same opportunity like she got, and you don't feel like nobody doing bad, man, going through this. It's pressure on everybody. And them gas prices, and the electricity bill, and the housing. Come on, man, let's not talk about the housing. Where you going? My biggest thing is we can watch all the shenanigans that's going on, get your laugh on. You know, comedy is pretty good, but then becomes a bore when you don't have no other content. It becomes a bore when you're not really trying to have a dialogue with your people and telling the man, say, man, I know down here in Texas, it ain't no different than any other state. But the thing about us, man, I only can speak from where I'm from. And I hope people will get in this chat and tell me what's going on in your world. That's what I said. What's going on in your world? How you dealing with this new, like they say, the new norm? The new norm. Well, real is only what you put on an arcade game, or real is only what they put on the internet. Nobody doing no background checks on nothing. So everybody is a G. Everybody is actually doing something in their life productive for the community. You know what I'm saying? I chimed in on Dewberry page, and he was talking about, man, they asked him about that Buffalo situation, which people asked me about it, but I already gave my spiel. But he made a point today. He was saying, how we gonna be mad as a people from that one dude shooting all them people who look just like you versus people in the hood looking for attention, shooting everybody that look like you. So you ask yourself, where's the enemy? So when I say that, I said that to say this. We concentrating on the wrong things, y'all. Well, not me. I believe I'm on point. But a lot of people concentrating on the shenanigans. A lot of people is waiting on the next, event to pop off before they pick up them picket signs because they thinking protest is the way. Been protesting all these years, man. But like they say, how can you get mad at that situation and you got our community doing the same goddamn thing? How they gonna respect us? Well, I take it like this. I'm not like back in the day. I would say I was naive, but when you start going through things, a lot of problems, they're really not no big problems, man. You gotta breathe sometime, man. Everybody just take a deep breath, breathe, and then slow down, contemplate on your next move. Because you need to think. Right now is the time to think, man. Right now is the time to think. And I'm on a project right now, trying to get that garden up. And I talked to a partner of mine today. I said, I think it's too late to get the garden up. I know everything's good, everything else, but you got to be able to be self-sufficient. Stop depending on the grocery stores. Go back to your roots. I know them youngsters say, man, nigga, I ain't never picked no goddamn nothing in the yard. You got to learn that trade, though. It's more than this internet. You got to learn that trade. And it's sad because I know a lot of youngsters don't even know how to change tires. Oh, let me think. A lot of older people don't know how to change tires. They've been living their whole life trying to be fly and cute. Even the guys, man. They don't want to get their nails all dirty. What happened to that rough life in our community? Everybody fly? Nobody got to work no more? Well, guess what? That's gonna be a rude awakening for y'all, man. If you're not out there, man, look, man, if you ain't staying physically and fit, like say for instance, I done gained a couple pounds. I ain't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? It gets me ready to do without for a minute and make sure my family is surviving. Make sure my family is straight. Because at the end of the day, a real man, he wants to make sure his family's straight. He think of himself last for real. But with this situation that we got going on in society right now, a lot of people wasting their time. A lot of people don't even understand how they wasting their time. You focus too much on the internet, like this is our downtime. I work for a living. I ain't gonna even lie. I work for a living. Because if I don't work, we don't eat. Period. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want to show money on the internet, and blah. Good, man. Hey, man, I'm proud of you. So when you open up your next store, oh, do you have a store? When you gonna bring some employment to your community that you complaining about that is going to shit? Oh, you didn't went to live with the mother folks. You ain't worried about where you came from. That's the craziest thing. How many celebrities we have that can give back? I ain't talking about give back a bag or something like that. But if you got millions of dollars, instead of going over there to Africa, trying to open up schools, what you trying to teach them? You trying to document them too into the society of this? Man, look, man. Some people that messed up a good word, man. You know what I'm saying? The way they use it. I need real individuals in here and chime in. The whole point is, let's get the conversation going. Let's get the conversation going, man. What do you think is the next course? Not worried about no Kevin Samuel. Yeah, he was spitting it. But I didn't always agree with him. Not worried about what these guys doing on the corner, talking about you doing wrong. This is this and this and this. That's fine. That's fine. But after all that, I don't see no stores opening. I don't see no opportunity for our community on some grown folk shit. Real talk. And I'm gonna try to keep this so real. I don't think, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what it is when they ask me, is this for kids? Because this dialogue I want to share to the youth. This dialogue, because we got some old fools. And they constantly walking around in a circle. You know, my mama told me before, she say, babe, why you keep walking on the same squares? Why you keep walking on the same blocks? I see you, Fred, jumping in. Appreciate you, man, chiming in with me. But why they keep walking on the same spots? What did you do when you touched that spot last time? You should have done what everything you need to do, man. That's like backtracking. And I was taught, man, shoot, you walk 2 steps and pay attention to everything around you so you don't have to go backwards. And those that don't believe in you, guess what? You got to say, forget about it. Real talk. How long do we have to keep explaining? Wake up to grown folks. Wake up to the youngsters. I would say till I'm blue in the face to the youngsters because they haven't lived long. But these old fools, stay away from them. They detrimental to our community, man. And that's real talk. Stay away from them. I'm gonna drop that link if anybody want to jump in here. I know a lot of people just be sliding in, but it's Friday. Let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation, man. Cause this conversation is open conversation. However you feeling, however the struggles going on, in your life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta get all the detail, but you can get up here and chop it up. That's what we gonna do, man. And the crowd is gonna come. I'm not worried about the crowd. I'm worried about more getting my message out. All right, yo, boy. Appreciate you chiming in, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. Even if y'all don't even make this live. Real talk. I know down there in Texas, we got some funny weather going on right now. So it should be a lot more people jumping on here. But a lot of these guys that's from the street don't even know how to get on the YouTube. I'm trying to wake them up to that, man. You know what I'm saying? So we can have some real dialogue, man. And we can go back to our childhood and, how we was acting. But right now is right now. Stock market is crashing. Gas prices high. People acting like they ain't got no goddamn sense. What we do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Pray. That's all I can say, man. I'm going to pray, man. It ain't praying for the world. It's praying for everybody to learn, wake up, do the right thing. That's what it is. That's the whole pitch. Do better than what you did yesterday. Do better than what you did yesterday. If you can wake up in the morning, and I hate to sound like a preacher, but I'm talking like this because I've been through something, man. I've been through something. And people don't even know about the ghetto and the projects and in the hood. It's different levels to this, man. I seen a lot. And I seen right now that we need to get more together than ever before. I know. Generation X and the old school cats been preaching this, been talking about this, trying to get a dialogue going, but everybody like to see the silly stuff until the sky turn black. You feel me? Until they not understanding why, quote unquote, what this mystery disease is coming from. Cancer. Y'all want 5G, don't you? I know more than what I'm telling you, man. Y'all want that 5G? That's saying like you want faster, everything faster. They call this the microwave generation. Nobody wanna earn it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinking they could be on the internet and just come up. But how can you keep coming up and you ain't even worried about what's going on around you? I don't understand how to be an actor. I'm just me. What's up, JoJo Jones? What's happening, man? Appreciate you chiming in, man. Yeah, basically that's what it is. Unite or die. I always talk about people that's over there. Let them people stay over there. And then when you shut your door to your house because you've been getting prepared and you've been seeing, your eyes been wide open. And you've been trying to tell everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like Noah, right? It's almost like the ark. It's like it's so many scriptures in the Bible because you got to think about this, man. Yeah, I know the Bible was rewritten, but it's a lot of tales in there, and it's a lot of things that's going on right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you're not opening it up your eyes and understanding, man, that tomorrow's near to the end of the times, man. End of the times, man. And you ask yourself, and I said this the other day. When did we lose our rights? When did we? This is worldwide, and it's gonna be another dilemma. That's why I'm saying, y'all get ready. They're gonna say stock market crash. It's been going down in there, and then them silly people that's trying to keep everything together, thinking that Yahweh ain't coming back. He ain't gonna punish them people who put us in chains. No, man. Yeah, no. I'm gonna talk real talk. That's part of my station. I'm gonna keep it real, man. It's so much I want to say, but then at the end of the day, this ain't our channel. This ain't our platform. I'm just a messenger. I've been through the struggle, and when people who just now chiming in on me, is asking that question, what you been through? What makes you so certified? I want to see somebody who makes it to hell and come back. I ain't talking about with the devil and all that, right? I ain't talking about that myth, right? Nobody knows. And then all of a sudden, everybody got these dreams that they died, and all that old bull crap, man. To keep you scared, I'm gonna tell you some shit that's gonna, man. I'm trying to keep it kid friendly, but I'm gonna tell you some stuff that's gonna wake you up. Look, I was 19 years old, and I got a little trouble. So instead of them sending me down for the first offense, they put me in DV. And my attitude was crazy, like a bunch of these youngsters. That's how I can talk to them and try to reach them. I was in your same boat. I was in the same boat, man. Couldn't tell me nothing. Them old school cats, they tripping. They tripping is what I say. I wish a nigga would, you know what I'm saying, talk to me. But then I still respected my elders. But I just stayed away for positivity because I was in that street life. But I get sent to DV. And I had this drill sergeant. And I seen him since I, got my life right. And it was crazy because I was young, dumb, and you know the rest. So that's when everything was active. This is like in the late 80s. Well, no, it was like in the early 90s. Uh and man, we was crunk, man. We didn't, man, it was just, that movie Colors then came out. Man, we just doing a fool in them, right? And I'm just glad I didn't get no more time. And then I say to Yahweh, I say, man, I'm so blessed to still be in my situation. But at the same time, I'm walking around a bunch of morons. Like, all right, I'm going to get back to the story. You know the concept when they say a zombie? You know that concept? The Walking Dead? When you wake up in the morning, no matter where you at, when you wake up or you go outside or you go to the next event, watch how these people walking around like a bunch of zombies, man. That's the Walking Dead. That is the Walking Dead. Everybody thinking there's gonna be some fangs and blood coming out somebody's head, and no, man, that's a metaphor. They know what they was doing when they made so many episodes. They wanted to brainwash you and make you think it's gonna be a disease, and that might happen too. That's gonna make everybody wild out. But the Walking Dead is those who haven't woke up to understand you in the Matrix. You got to get out the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? You got to get out the Matrix. So let's get back to the story, man. It's just a lot of people walking around like the Walking Dead mentally, or still got them chains on their feet like they back in the day. Man, we been free. Act like it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these sandbows, we stop accepting people that detrimental to our community, man. They'll vanish. They hands will be exposed. So anyway, like I said, I was in DV, and I knew this guy. It was a drill sergeant in Bradshaw, and I always remember that name. You know why I remember that name? Because he called me out, man, at a young age. I was 19 years old. He called me out. He said, man, I just had an attitude, man, forget the system. I ain't, this ain't our world, whoop, 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 right? So it's a bunch of youngsters like that, man. They out there trying to survive, trying to get that dime. You know what I'm saying? You don't know the poverty that they might have to be going through. You don't know if they got a father and a daddy. So you treat everybody, like I say, with respect until they show otherwise. And then you can handle it the way you are, gotta handle it, but you can just walk away. You know what I'm saying? Don't even mess with. You can see a person's character and say, man, I don't want to mess with that dude. He'll make me crash out. You know what I'm saying? So everything I'm doing positive will be revert. You know what I'm saying? It'll be straight up reverse, man. So back to DV, man. That's if people don't know, in Austin, Texas, that's the county jail. And man, say it was rocking back in the day. They had free weights, all that. But anyway, we was on the first fender side, and it was a bunch of us. Some of y'all OGs that was over there. You know what I'm saying? Out of Austin. You know what I'm saying? They was over there from other counties surrounding Austin, right? So we all young. So my attitude is so messed up, and I always been a leader, never a follower. And I see things, and if I ain't rocking with it, I'm just not rocking with it. But he say, man, these guys listening to you, man. I don't even look at it like that. I thought, at the same time, uh, I was thinking, man, we rocking the same. My understanding is the same. Ain't nobody listening to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We in sync. So I kept messing up. You know what I'm saying? Didn't want to polish my boots, my BYUs and all that, man. It was more like a military boot camp. Man, my attitude was so bad because I was finna fight that man. I was finna fight Mr. Bradshaw, man. But then I knew if I fight him, I was gonna go to the pen. Wound up going anyway. But at that time, I didn't think so, right? I'm like, man, I can play the system. I can play the system. If they thinking I got a bad attitude, the only thing I got to do is chill this 11 months and I'm back out there. But I'm going to tell you something about playing the system. When I say the system, not they system, but your system. When you constantly try to fool yourself like you ain't that bad, but the world is seeing you as a menace. I was the type of guy, when I seen Menace Society, I said, damn, they made a movie of me. That was crazy thinking at a young age. But anyway, back to the attitude pit. Man, I'm going to tell you how it started. Ground level. By the time I got through with that attitude pit, it was 8 feet deep. I did that with a shovel. And then he had the nerve the first time I ever found out what a spoon shovel is. So I get the dirt out there. And he came out there, it's almost dark. Matter of fact, it was getting dark. So, we had PT in the morning and all that. He came over there, he said, man, you learned your lesson? I said, F you. Man, I swore to God I was going to get him. When I get out, I said, yeah, you're going to see me when I get out. Right? That's my plan. But, God had a different thing for that man. And had a different thing for me because I could have been gone from my, society and given this message a long time if I did that. If I fell through with that, if I seen that boy, because I was still young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Young and dumb when I got out the county. But I had this feeling though, and I skipped to that. So I dug that 8-foot attitude pit, and he told me, man, go on, crawl up out of that, man. You got to work on your attitude. I'm talking about I'm huffing and puffing, but I didn't even do no crying because I say, man, I better not let this cat see me drop a tip. That didn't faze me. but it did something to my mental. It's like, damn, don't ever put yourself in that position no more. You need to get smoother. So me getting smoother and me making that promise, and everybody say, man, I'm going back to get Brad. Oh, yeah, yeah, woo, 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 woo. Right? That was the thing, though. So we went through the graduation. I took a college course while I was in there, man, and really start seeing something different than I didn't see uh, when I graduated high school. I wasn't no dum dum. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, it's some real educated brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? It don't make you a dropout. Don't make you a thug or a gangster. It's your actions, right? And then what makes you so solid in understanding when it's time to grow up. That what makes you a G. You know what I'm saying? Remember the stages. We had YG, and then we had, what was that? No, BG, YG, and OG. A lot of these guys is 16, 15 years old. They calling themselves YGs. They ain't got no understanding. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we facing in the troublesome world. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So when I got out, man, I was telling my brother, I said, man, he was all happy I was out, man. You learned your lesson and all that. I say, man, F them, man. You know what I'm saying? That's that ignorance. So I understand this ain't gonna be easy breaking it down to these youngsters. How, man, you don't have to go through that, man. But how many old folks used to tell me I didn't have to go through that? Just breathe. What's breathing when you're young? You know what I'm saying? You trying to impress yourself. You trying to impress the hood, these females. Man, you wilding. You crashing out. Everybody go through it. But like I'm saying, it's a point of maturity. And it's a point of giving that message back to the youngsters because we didn't have this internet back in the day. And then a lot of people who think they can give their message to the youngster, they ain't never been through nothing. But college. But I ain't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact, everybody's story is different and everybody plays a part. So I'm not knocking nobody out the picture. If you could deliver a message, man, and letting them know or show them, hey, man, if you start doing this, you can have this. You see how I got this? And it'd be amazing when you get your priorities in order, what's going to happen. So back to that summer when I got out, we were swimming. And I used to wear these boxers, man. These boxers goddamn jinky them up. Every time I wear them boxers, I went to jail. Cut, nigga. And I got that feeling. You ever had them clothes that you had on, and it seemed like every time you had them on, you went something bad happened? Yeah, I had some clothes like that, man. And shoot, I didn't have a chance to burn them because that last time got me. You know what I'm saying? But I told that to that Bradshaw dude, right? Now I don't want to get off that story, but yeah, it was years later. Uh, roughly, it was probably about after I did my stint in in the institution. It was after that, and probably about 10 years later, right? So 17 years later, let me say it like that. Well, really 18 years later, I seen him, and it's crazy. When I seen him, I didn't even have that same attitude, but I recognized who he was because how he walked and how he looked. Good with faces, crazy with names. Man, I was that youngster. I didn't care about your name. You know what I'm saying? Because if you disrespect me, man, hey, that's just what it was. And that kind of made me, in my mind frame, not really care. So when I'm sharing all this with you and trying to wake up everybody, man, it's not so much you're gonna wake up overnight because it didn't take me. It took me a long time to understand. I was my own enemy, right? So anyway, I seen this cat at a restaurant we went to, and I told my wife, I said, man, that's that cat Bradshaw, man. He was going about his life. He didn't retired, everything. And I done got older and wiser. But I just want to tell him. I walked up to him, man. I say, man, look, man, you know who I am? This is 17 years later. He say, no, I don't know who you is. So that dude, that was a slipper right there if he didn't know. If I was still on that stupid, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even walked up to him and talked. So I guess he felt a little bit more comfortable because I introduced myself. Like, you know who I am? Came to him like that. No. Hey, wasn't you the same Bradshaw that was on DV? You was a drill sergeant, huh? He like, yeah. He got more offensive, like in defense. I say, I'm that guy you may dig that attitude pick. He say, oh man, which one? So I wasn't nothing special. That man went into that position straight up out the military to try to save us way back then. Didn't see it. So at that moment, that showed me too. You can't come hard at these youngsters. They're going to reject you. And then it takes some years later. They might go through a little thing and then they appreciate you for back in the day when you spit that game. So I'm just saying, if I happen to wake up one individual, one youngster, one old school saying, man, look, man, we could do better, man. I'm tired of letting my kids do this and I know about it and blase, blase. Man, hey, it is what it is, man. You can really make a change. And when we talk about community, that's your own house. Start with your house. Yeah, them kids, man, hey, these youngsters, especially when you start doing good in life as a grown-up, you don't want your kids to see anything that's negative or go through the same struggle. Sometimes that hurts them. You know what I'm saying? Because look, when I was growing up, I'm gonna go to the point of this. So we closed out with Bradshaw. So Bradshaw was like, "Yo, man, how you been?" He was nice, fool. I would have never expect my reaction was gonna be like that. Cause I hated that boy. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna show him. You know what I'm talking about? Like you don't never do another youngster like this. And some of these youngsters go follow up through it because they don't maturely wake up. They don't mentally wake up. So I seen him, and he, we went outside, and we chopped it up and all that. He said, "Oh yeah." I said, "Man, I just wanted to let you know, man. I promised. I promised when I was a young dude, when I see you again in this free world, we're gonna talk about it. But you're gonna be at the losing end." He said, "Man, all them youngsters be saying that. They see me, man. I'm a cool individual out here, man. I just want to reach y'all." He said, "Did I reach you?" 17 years later, well, I reached you. So that's why I'm doing this. I'm not expecting no big following because this ain't what the youngsters want to see or the old schools want to hear. Tighten up your game. You got a whole family depending on you. And if you ain't cool with your kids, you need to tighten them up before they get cool with your kid and put that stick on their back. Who'll be at fault? It'll be you because you was trying to be cool with them, or you got to check them when it's time to check. And if you wasn't playing with your kids, like, losing all kind of respect when they was growing up, they still paying attention to you. If you ain't saying nothing, how can they respect you? But if you got bigger kids and you're a little bitty individual, I understand that you got to have a humble mind, but you still a daddy. You still a mama out there. You still trying to make it happen, right? So your kids don't break your heart one day getting incarcerated. I know I broke my parents' heart. I know it. I know it. And I'm still trying to make it up. Am I perfect? No, I ain't perfect, man. But I ain't doing no goofy stuff. I'm going to work when I'm supposed to go to work. I'm trying to be there for all my children events. You know what I'm saying? And shoot, but these kids, if they tell you last minute, how can you make everything? You know what I'm saying? You ain't magic. So at the end of the day, man, I'm saying a lot of people's having this issue in life. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that who they was when they was younger is who they are right now. They might have the same heart. The heart will never leave. The heart would never leave. If you were solid from then, the system can't break you. It just makes you better. And I ain't saying go to jail just to become better. I try to prevent that. And we can talk about that. Young Thug, Gunner, all that Rico stuff. Have you seen the pictures? What they show? I know it shows to be, damn, this is just a kid. If you think about it, all the jury gone. You know what I'm saying? And, they trying to figure out, damn, what's going to happen next. And all the wealth that they had, they've been blessed in the game. Why you keep doing the silly stuff? You know it's a setup. If you don't know, now you know the hard way. But how many people before me tried to give you that message? How many people before me? I'm gonna open up. The drop that link again, man, because I want to have a dialogue with somebody. I want to be able to, see what's going on in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because I can go all day talking about mine. I'm 49 years old, man. I'm 49. I just turned 49. And the only thing I can keep saying, damn, man, Yahweh got a sense of humor, man. And those who don't know who Yahweh is, that's who I call God, man. Yeah, some people call him Jesus or whatever, but it is what it is. Whatever makes you better. I'm not hating on nothing because this world needs some help. This world needs some help, man. And we need a lot of grown folks to really stand up and start talking about this that's gonna better our system. I'm not talking about the world, because the world, everybody, from different levels of the game. You can't never get everybody on the same channel, but your immediate surroundings, you can get an understanding, and that's your community. You know what I'm saying? I know. A lot of cities that already did that breakup, where it's hard to find quote unquote our type of community without the without how would I say this? Without the influence, right? It's a lot of things that I notice when you start sharing communities. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, I never see. Look, man, it's just a lot of things I don't see. It's all new. But you got to watch what your kids are seeing. You know what I'm saying? You got to check some of these neighbors that be around your kids, and that ain't how we rock. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so much checking, but talk to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Ask them why they do that. You know what I'm saying? Why, you know, cut your grass with your shirt off and Daisy do. I don't know. People are different, man. You know what I'm saying? And we come out, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Some people learn early. Some people learn in TYC. Some people learn they have to go to the big house. But as long as they learned, right? But another thing I'm trying to figure out, what is up with this background check stuff? I understand to see if this dude is who he say he is and all that, but does that really matter? Does that really matter if your actions ain't solid? That you can do a background check and you know how to work the computer and all that. That's what the world is coming to. People only gonna F with you if you solid. I'm solid. You can do a background check on me. What makes you solid though? What I know that's the question you'll ask. What makes me solid, man? I ain't never sold nobody out. I ain't never uh I don't talk behind people back. I can't say it in their face. Right? Actually sit there in their face and say, hey man, you a mark, boy. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. I don't do that internet boxing. Let's call it internet boxing. You know, Billy Bad. You know what I'm saying? No, man, everybody can be touched. So with us learning that, growing up to see that, man, and going through my trials and tribulations, man, it taught me how to be humble. Right? And I be trying to talk about some good topics over here. My other video, the 13th, I can jump back on that a little bit. I never knew the 13th Amendment, right? They didn't teach us that in school. We thought slavery was dead, huh? We got out of school, boy. We started partying, running our life, and having fun. They had another plan for you if you thought you escaped something. Cause I didn't educate myself. I just did the basics at school. Play sports, you know what I'm saying? And just man, I was just glad to get my mama that diploma. You know what I'm saying? But the real game is they ain't teaching you everything in school. They ain't teaching you checks and balances. They ain't teaching you, how to, you know, look for good investments, right? Not in our community I came up in. This is a very minimum. So at the end of the day, shoot, I didn't know nothing. I really didn't. Got out of school like scratching your head, like they telling you to go to college, but that's putting money back in the system. But if you do choose to go to college, you be paying back them loans for how many years afterwards? That's that crazy stuff. Because nothing is given to you free, even though they should. All these candidates be talking about, they gonna uh, cut down on the education for college, free college, and all that. Man, if they did free college, you think these gas prices are high? You think the cost of living is high? They gonna get that back, man. Stop taking all these government handouts, cause it's coming back on you. The working people. When I say working people, even if you got Section 8, they gonna be get rid. So this is my thing on Section 8. I really don't know, so I'm uh that's my opinion. But you can't have a man in the house, right? Section 8. That's the division in the family. You try to win on the system, but you keeping the father out the house. That's the reason for a lot of these mess ups. Do every man deserve to be in the house? No, I ain't gonna say that. But do every woman deserve to be in the house? No, I ain't gonna say that. So just it's all a game, man. It's all a game, and the game is really for the lame. I tell my kids all the time. God bless a mark's heart. Without a mark, a real individual so starve. Hashtag that, man. It's a lot of marks out here, and there's a lot of people sharking. You know what I'm saying? trying to come in your life and get in your business for you don't even deserve that right to get in my business. You don't deserve, if you don't know me, you don't deserve to know me. Everybody comes in your life for a reason. Do y'all believe that? Everybody comes into your life for either a blessing or a lesson. I feel like I'm a blessing. That can be me just thinking outside the box a little bit, man. But I think I'm a blessing. Everybody I mess with, man, I'm gonna benefit from them. They're gonna benefit from me. And that don't make us a mark. They just make us having real individuals around you. I don't know nothing different. If you faking and shaking, I don't want to mess with you, man, because you suspect. We need to start calling out these people that's very suspect. Very suspect. And that's why I go with that song, man. I go with that song, that Coolio song, man. And please stand by. Please stand by. Your boy's coming back. I'm gonna do a quick intermission and give you that song. And then if I'm not gonna even say the song, but if you know the song, when I come back, I want to see it in the chat. I want to see it in the chat if you know who artist this is. That's how I'm saying. If you follow my channel, you already know how I come in and how I leave. It's a message behind quote unquote my madness is what they say, right? But I'm gonna take a quick intermission, real quick. So if y'all gotta go to the restroom or go get water or go get a drink because it's Friday, you know what I'm saying? Let's do that. And I'll be back in 3, maybe 4 minutes or less. I just gotta take care of something. Hold up. I'm gonna leave you this though. I ain't gonna leave you bored. Yeah, it's Friday, man. We're gonna get it going, man. I know a lot of people jump in on a little bit behind time on CP. You know what I'm saying? But check the song out. All right, I'm back. Thank y'all for waiting. Um, yeah, like I was saying, man. Uh, you can go outside and you can look at the weather. I'm trying to figure out, real talk, if it ain't hot as hell out here, it's clouds all in the sky. Us being people of nature, then people know that we look toward the sky and see if it's raining and see if it's what the weather finna do. Before we even look at the weather channel, we go look and see exactly what the weather's doing, right? So you're asking yourself, if all these gimmicks and all this bull crap is actually going on, why we keep letting them set us up. Now, they said it was going to be some rain down here. So I go out there the other day, man, I cut the grass, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get the grass good and all that, man, because it's summertime. So it's going to be a lot of barbecues and a lot of gatherings since they got that out the way. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be something closer to the elections. They already did the first one. You know what I'm saying? Causing fear and trying to get that, certain laws passed before it's time. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Before it's time for election, because everybody going to be doing a pitch, right? All these pictures all these lies, let me say it like that, promises. Like I said before, man, they ain't promised us really nothing. Ice Cube was trying to get it. Man, if you want our votes, man, this is what we want. They said, forget about him. We're going to do what we want to do because y'all don't stand together. Matter of fact, all through the year in Chicago or all through the year in Texas or all through the year in California, y'all kill y'all own people. Y'all really becoming irrelevant because y'all not living. A lot of people ain't living for the principles. A lot of people ain't living how they stand up for something on 10 toes. You got a lot of fake individuals out here that will take a check and sell out their race, Sambos. Yeah, we can talk about that. It's a lot of sellouts in our culture, man. And there's a lot of culture vultures. And we accept them. Because everybody play when it comes down to who we give our money to, even though these clothing lines don't really give a goddamn about us, man, at all. Like they say, we stopped wearing. I'm gonna tell you this: we stopped wearing Tommy Hilfiger back in the day when he made that statement. He didn't want black folks in his goddamn clothes. So when I see these youngsters running around because ain't nobody talking about it, right? And they wearing Tommy Hilfiger, they ain't, if nobody ever told them, then they never know. But yeah, we don't wear Tommy Hilfiger, partner. And now, lately, we're Gucci. Come on, man. And what's that clothing line? It start with an M, M&M or something like that. I don't know. Put monkeys all on their stuff. We allow that to happen, and then we still spend your last dollar on looks, fashion. I think that's the destruction of our community right there. We spend too much time on fashion. We spend too much time on trying to look good instead of building up the community. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you this: only time they put a rec center in your community nowadays, if it's been gentrified. Gent, well, that's good enough. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If it's been crossed over, that's when you get them nice parks, swimming pool. But my question is, where's that always been? Why did you want to see our youth crash out like that? All you have to do is give them a little hope. You know what I'm saying? Let them see a different life other than what the movies are trying to portray. Everybody got to be hard and gangster. You see all the gangsters, right? They either dead or in prison. That's it. How can you live your life? Man, I'm so glad I turned my life around in the simple fact of doing the right thing, man. Really concentrating on my family. You know what I'm saying? And that's full-time job. Making sure everybody good. That's a full-time job. It ain't no part-time daddy. It ain't no part-time mama. It's full-time, man. And sometimes you get overwhelmed because you just trying to give your child a better life. Sometimes the children don't even understand that. They feel like you drilling them and on them all day. Who cares? I ain't trying to be your friend. I'm trying to be your parent. So I'm going to tell you what I think you need to know. That's going to make you into a better human being. Because real talk, everybody got a clock. Everybody got a clock. So just make sure you talk that talk to your kids so they don't be out here like Willie Foo or falling for people with no character. It's a bunch of people falling for them people with no character. And whose fault is that? We can't police the internet, right? So if we tired and all that, and the kids, go to their room and stuff of this nature and be sitting on their phone watching Twitter, watching all this goofy stuff, or whatever entertains them, right? Ain't no more sitting down in front of the TV with the family in case the parents say so. You know, it's so much entertainment That's a distraction. And they feel like kids their age got the answer because everybody trying to figure out, man, how did they get this money? They bought and paid for half of them. Half of them. You know, and how long we been hearing about this? You know, about success. It costs you, right? So that's why at the end of the day, if you're conversating about something, they gonna keep your numbers down low. They don't want the world to wake up. They like them zombies out there. You know, they make a lot of money with zombies. Cause think about it. What makes a zombie attack you? I don't know. I ain't never really seen them, but the actual living zombies that I deal with, right? And they all confused. They whole thinking is off. They really think this bullcrap society gonna continue. Everything got a judgment day. Look at Rome. Think about it, y'all. So if you don't get nothing else out of my conversation, get yourself prepared. Because like Trump said, and nobody ever, I wasn't supporting Trump or nothing like that, but it's like, listen to what they say. When they say a storm is coming, all of a sudden before he leave out of his turn, we got that, and a lot of people fell victim to that. Come on, man. It's going to get worse and worse because fear is what they want. Fear, division, and confusion. I'm giving to you. I'm going to keep it real, man. I'm giving to you straight of watching. That's my biggest gift God gave me. I watch, I listen, I pay attention, and I react. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I made it all them years locked up for. It's a lot of secrets behind that, and you keep chiming in on the channel, you'll figure it out. Man, this boy, hey, we're gonna do it like this, man. I'm gonna give the message just like this, because half of these guys, half of these people that's in the family, the IKIR family, ain't gonna never meet me. But you can see me one day. You know what I'm saying? Let it be in a positive light. No negativity. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I'm supposed to be going to an event in the morning, so I'm definitely gonna end this because there's a little driving behind it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try to put some of that event. You know what I'm saying? On it if the weather permits. If you, at the end of the day, when we wake up and we take it for granted, if I wake up, you know what I'm saying? Stop taking life for granted and do something with yourself. Basically, that's all I'm saying. Do something with yourself. Stop waiting on people to help you. You know what I'm saying? Make moves for yourself. If you don't know how to make moves, I think you probably need to get a different circle because it's a lot of people making moves in our community. It just ain't broadcasted. You know what I'm saying? It's just not broadcasted. But one thing you don't need to do is hang with a bunch of losers. Losers keep you stagnated. Losers keep you confused and delusional, thinking that they have the answer. And it's a lot with that one. It's a lot with that statement right there. A lot of people, if they see a bunch of zombies in front of them, they feed them what they think they need to eat. It ain't no brain cells. Think about it. And like I say, if you don't get nothing else, man, hey, you already know. As I close out, if you don't know, all them fast food restaurants is not healthy. And I said this the other day. They just found a couple of weeks ago. They just found McDonald's food in a wall, and it's been there since 1963 with the original wrapper. Hamburger still intact. Can somebody explain that? Oh, another thing. Pay attention to everything else but what you usually try to pay attention to. Like, get about your little zone of this is who you gonna watch today. This is, stuff like that. It's a lot more things going on. I seen a video where something was chasing a shark in the water, man. That shark didn't stand a chance. What was that? What was that? And another thing, I'm just giving you things that catch on to. If you the people that's in the chat and stuff of that nature, other things you need to watch. You need to watch these gas prices. They ain't going down no time soon. The stock market, what you eat, and who you mess with in the society of the last days. the last days, and make sure you're prepared. Don't wait till the last minute like everybody was running to go get some toilet paper. Come on, man. Why would toilet paper be the issue? You know what a leaf do? You know what some old clothes do? Yeah, that way. That's survival. Like the water, uh, beans, bullets, band-aids. You already know. And I speak highly of that because at the end of the day, when people really start wilding out, you got to be there to protect your family. I know it's a lot of, you know, anti-gun people, blase, anti-violence. Man, you ain't going to have a choice in a minute, man, if you're going to survive in this wicked, wicked world. Every day you wake up, you just give thanks. Give thanks to Yahweh. Give thanks to whoever your creator that made you feel in your heart made you wake up, right? And it makes you understand that life is short, life is precious, yeah, precious. Let me drink some more. Get some of this water in my system, right? And don't take it for granted. Time is limited, and this ain't no fear thing. This is real life, you know. Uh, go check out Anthony Dewberry. He be spitting some real talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to elaborate so much, man. Go check out Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? I know he lately he ain't been in no character. We ain't got time for that, right? Sometimes you got to get real when it's time to get real. So go check out Charleston White. Go check out Neighborhood Real. You know what I'm saying? Go Hot Thoughts TV. Go get with Pico. He's a young, inspiring, entrepreneur. You know, we just got to keep conversating. I'm only gonna shoot out people I'm really conversating with more than once to just shoot me out. You know what I'm saying? We got to share this knowledge and understanding. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. You know, we ain't really so much Hollywood where they gonna Charleston going on he say Good Morning America. Check in on that. He dropped a movie. You know what I'm saying? I think it was last night. Checks and balances. Go check that out. And I got some more videos coming up, man. And I just wish everybody, you know what I'm saying, the best of health and best of understanding. We can't do this by ourselves. We need a village. We need a community. We need these. Only way I'm really feeling like it's gonna get out there, my message gonna get out there because it be raw and uncut. And I'm a nobody, man. I'm nobody. I'm just a messenger, right? On some real conversation type stuff. Have a dialogue, got the understanding. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring some guests on here eventually, and what I have in the past, and just have a whole different conversation. Whole different conversation. It'll be on different topics. How we ever feeling, how we feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna hold you. But I will hold you. But I ain't gonna hold you, man. I want everybody to have a blessed night. Put God first, man. And if you feeling like there's no hope for the future, then you blame yourself for that. Y'all have a good night. 100. Slugger.